Hi everyone, meteorologist Chad Evans here with a look at your daily weather forecast video, sponsored always by Trent Johnson State Farm. Trent is my agent.com, and boy do we have a lot to unpack today. We've got one, possibly two waves of snow that are going to pass tonight and into tomorrow morning. Then we get a break where we have just a few little rain and snow showers as temperatures skyrocket and the snow melts. Then we have the risk of hitting snow showers and snow squalls tomorrow, really after midday and right through the evening hours. And I can't even rule out an isolated rumble of thunder with some of those snow squalls as well. And they could put down some very quick accumulations. Still a few little snow showers lingering into Saturday, some more scattered snow showers Sunday into Monday. As we turn sharply colder, we're going to have at least one morning where a good chunk of the area is going to drop at or a little below zero. And that's kind of a precursor to a stronger cold wave after that. Now, middle of next week, it will likely warm up briefly. We may get a few little rain and snow showers, but then the first main cold wave comes in. And along with that, potential's there for an impactful winter weather event with snow and a little ice. And then eventually we may have another winter weather event as we end January, move into early February, with another shot of bitterly cold air. That could be stronger and longer lasting. And both rounds will likely send us below zero for low temperatures. I think the second round could send us parts of the area to 20 below zero, and we may have maybe one day or two where parts of the area don't see the high temperature get above zero. So some really cold weather is ahead. These are the snowfall totals from yesterday to today, to this morning that is, and right up through midday. Trace amounts, Logansport to Flora, Monticello, up here to Monon. 4/10 at Rensselaer, ½ inch at Fowler. We had a ½ inch in the greater Lafayette area, 2/10 at Attica. Pence had just 1/10 of an inch of accumulation, 1/3 of an inch at Michigantown, ½ an inch at Kokomo from the Co-op and the Kokoros Observer, ½ an inch here near the Grissom Air Reserve Base near Bunker Hill. But we were showing you this last night, the lake effect band setting up here in our northeast. We had 2 inches here near 12 Mile, 3 inches at Monterey, 2 at Winnemac, but then you get to the city of Rochester. The Co-op Observer had 6 inches of snow, and we had 2.5 here near Denver. Now, it's likely there are parts of Miami County that did get 6 or more inches of snow, because we had 6 inches in Wabash, and even northern Grant County got 6 inches of snow. So really potent lake effect band here. A lot of blowing and drifting snow, and some of that's still going on now, some blowing and drifting. For the rest of the area, though, generally 1 inch or less of accumulation. And I've got a map of the measured wind gusts from yesterday, from the snow squalls, and then after the snow squalls. That is up here on Substack as well in the previous post. Clouds, lake effect clouds, that is, are slowly eroding away. This is actually snow cover. You're seeing the white on the satellite view here. But even now, we've got one last little batch of lake effect snow showers that are hanging on right here in Miami, eastern Fulton County. And it's still putting down a little bit of brief accumulation from Chili up to just south of Akron, and we've even got some light snow falling as far south as Bunker Hill. And we can see that here. This is Bunker Hill. This is 218 Maconaquah High School. You can still see a little light snow coming down. Again, not a lot of accumulation. That's I had a nearby report of a ½ an inch this morning. This is Fulton. And the southeastern Fulton County. These clouds are kind of the back edge of that lake effect band you see right here, and quite a bit more snow on the ground there compared to Bunker Hill. But it's 19 Rochester, it's 25 Logansport, 24 Flora, 20 Fowler and Round Grove, and we're 23 at Crawfordsville and holding at 25 at Cayuga. So the lake effect clouds erode today. Then we cloud up rapidly this evening and into tonight, and we're going to have 1 or 2 waves of snow that pass tonight, tomorrow morning. So this is 10 p.m. to noon tomorrow. There's one wave, and you see another wave just behind it. So there may be a brief little break in between the two, but it's not going to be very long. So this comes through tonight, tomorrow morning, then a brief break where it warms up very rapidly. Winds are strong out of the south-southwest. And the winds will be strong out of the south-southwest tonight and tomorrow morning, remember, as the snow comes through. So there will be, even if it's just an inch of snow, it will be blowing around quite a bit. But there's the warmer air coming in. And this is closer to about noon, and you can see a few little rain and snow showers mixed in. The sun may even try to come out briefly. And then after midday, look what happens here. I want to go to this map here. You'll notice these snow squalls coming in. See those dark blues? Those convective, intense little snow showers? Gusty snow squalls. Can't rule out an isolated rumble of thunder. And if you get one of these more intense little squalls, it'll put down some very rapid accumulation. Just suddenly, just like that, and the visibility, like we had yesterday morning, drops very, very quickly. And then a few lingering snow showers into tomorrow night and a few into Saturday. So let's take this step by step. Tomorrow morning, tomorrow morning, how much snow? Because temperatures will be rising tonight, but they're still going to be cold enough for it to stick on roads. They'll be running in the 20s. So much of the area is near an inch, if not an inch and a half of snow. If you look at the data here, we see 1.6, 1.5, 1.6, 1 inch. Now, a few places, it may be more like 8/10 of an inch of snow, 9/10 of an inch of snow, 7/10 of an inch of snow. But for the most part, inch is a good round middle point, and then a few a little less, and then some places a little more, maybe up to 1.8 inches sort of thing. So there may be a random amount that's pushing too, but you get the idea. A lot of 1.5 inch amounts over the area, some places a little less, some places a little more. Then that kind of melts away because we do warm up rapidly. The snow squalls come through, and those could put down some streaks of 1 inch snows, maybe 1.5, 2 inch snows. But the thing is, if you get 1 or 2 inches of snow from those squalls, it's going to be a narrow area. It's very much like summer thunderstorms, where you put the chance of scattered thunderstorms in a forecast, and you don't know who may exactly get the 2-inch rain, but you know that it's going to be scattered about, and somebody's going to get the 2 inches of rain or that downpour of 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches. Well, there'll be some streaks here where there's 1 inch, 2 inches of snow. Other places, it's just a dusting. And then other places still, maybe it's a trace, maybe it's 1/2 inch. But you can see the variability based on the tracks of these individual little snow squalls, intense little snow showers that come through the area. Then a few snow showers Saturday that linger into part of the day. Those depart, maybe a few localized dustings. That doesn't look to be a big deal, but it is going to be a windy and bitterly cold Saturday. Sunday afternoon, Monday afternoon, some more scattered snow showers come through. And with that, a lot of wind, and yes, indeed, some dustings, a few coatings. We see some 1/4, 1/2 inch amounts here. If we're going to get 1 inch of snow out of that, it's going to be mainly up towards Rochester, Winnemac, maybe north of Mexico here in northern Miami County. Then the wind goes to the southwest and gets really strong next week. And that is warmer air coming in ahead of a cold front. And ahead of that cold front, even though this model does not show it very well, I do think there will be a few scattered rain and mixed snow showers in our area middle part of next week, probably Wednesday. That's the first cold front. The second cold front should come through Thursday with a few snow showers. But that doesn't look to be a big deal, maybe a few little dustings, and that would be it. Then we lay down colder and colder air. And we gotta watch Texas. Clipper coming here, storm developing here, and this could ride up the front and bring us snow. Maybe even a little bit of ice. We've got to watch that kind of scenario right there, and that would be next weekend for the potential of impactful winter weather. So tracking the cold, this is today to next Wednesday. So for today anyway, the cold comes in, we warm up briefly by mid next week. So you can see that here, what's happening. We get colder at first, then we warm up next week, and then the colder air follows. So it can be kind of confusing, because we're going back and forth a little bit here. So to put this into perspective, we're colder now. We warm up a little bit briefly tomorrow. We turn colder again into next weekend, or the upcoming weekend, and early next week. We warm up again midpoint next week, and then much colder air comes in right here. This is next week to the end of next weekend. We will get some overnight lows below zero indeed. And then after this cold batch, albeit not long lasting, 26th to the 28th, we'll get lows below zero. Another storm may impact us with snow and a little ice. We've got to watch that coming out of Texas again. End of January to very early February. That cold wave looks a little more intense and it looks longer lasting, and it will be kind of January 30th through February 4th. So keep those times in mind. The coldest in the first round, January 26th through the 28th. The coldest in that second round could very well be 30th through February 4th. That one has our best shot at getting some places in our area to 20 below zero for an actual air temperature. So tonight we are down to the teens to low 20s, but temperatures will be rising. So we're 20 at 8, we rise to 26 and eventually 27 by early tomorrow morning. Here comes the snow overnight as well, and the wind. So the snow will blow around. Even if it's an inch or an inch and a half, it will blow around, with lows varying from 17 to about 23 degrees. Your sunrise finally 8:08 in the morning as the days keep getting longer. 32 to 38 tomorrow. So we have the snow in the morning, a break with a few rain and snow showers, then scattered snow squalls, and maybe an isolated rumble of thunder. 27 at 8. Now look at the 36 at noon. But then as the snow squalls are coming in, we're 33 at 3, we're 29 at 7, with highs varying from the 32 Rochester to 38 at Cayuga. But with those winds gusting 30 to 43, your wind chill's still running around 20 to as high as the upper 20s. Now on Saturday, a few scattered snow showers will be around, clouds mixed with sun. Windy day though, and any snow that's on the ground is going to be blowing around with gusts 30 to 40, a high of only 22 after 16 in the morning. So wind chills will be below zero to single digits in the morning, and they're going to be in the single digits for much of the afternoon as well. In your 10-day, so after the 16 Sunday with a few more snow showers and a 7 in the morning, and wind chills well below zero, a cold Martin Luther King holiday with 15 for a high. 4 in the morning, still some scattered snow showers. Be aware of the below zero wind chills. 0 for a low Tuesday morning. 36, big, there's that warm up we talked about. Mid next week, a few rain and snow showers. Thursday, secondary cold front, 30, a few snow showers. Dry Friday, 20 for a high, single digit lows. Then we watch the following weekend to how this is going to evolve with the Clipper and the storm in Texas. Still, we don't know the exact details, but we've got to watch it. Highs in the 20s, but after that, we get the first main intense cold wave where it sends our overnight lows well below zero, and then we'll watch the second cold wave, very end of January to early February.